Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Ali Raza Fahad. I welcome you to my channel. In today's video, I will discuss the Renaissance period. Renaissance is a time in history remembered for enormous growth in art, literature, music, architecture, science, exploration, and technology. Meaning of Renaissance is revival, rebirth, or reawakening. While not a specific event, the location of Italy played a large role in the beginning of the Renaissance. The end of Hundred Years' Wars and increased trade led to a stable economy which enabled patrons to spend money in the arts. Renaissance was born in Italy. Renaissance means revival or rebirth. The Renaissance was a time of renewal, a rebirth of classical learning, literature, and English literature. Renaissance means rebirth, and Europe was recovering from the Dark Ages and the plague. People had lost their faith in the church and began to put more focus on human beings, material objects, and enjoying life. The influence of Renaissance in 14th century in Italy, Germany, France, and England. During the Middle Ages, the objective of the people or the focus of the people was to find God, whereas in Renaissance, it shifted from God to man. They believed in pre-proved conceived ideas, whereas in Renaissance they started promoting learning. They believed only God can do good, whereas in Renaissance humans can do good too. They moved from life in the church. Man started loving himself again. Focuses more on material objects and enjoying life. The Renaissance was a time of creativity and change in many areas: political, social, economic, and cultural. Perhaps most important, however, were the changes that took place in the way people viewed themselves and their world. Renaissance thinkers explored the human experience in the here and now. They emphasized individual achievement. The Renaissance ideal was the person with talent in many fields. The term it was termed as an expression, a Renaissance man. Renaissance is the start of the modern world too. The Medici family of Florence. Italy was divided into city-states. The Medicis controlled Florence. They were the richest merchants and bankers in Europe, and they were also the patrons of arts, financially supported them. Poets, philosophers, and fine artists gathered at the palace to practice their arts as well as entertain the family. Humanism. At the heart of the Italian Renaissance was an intellectual movement known as Humanism. Humanism was based on the study of classical culture and focused on worldly subjects rather than on religious issues. Its goal was to create complete citizens. Humanism celebrated the individual and it stressed that man was the center of the universe and had dignity and value. They believed that education should stimulate creativity. Francesco Petrarch, early 13th century Florentine humanist, assembled a library of humanities. He is often called the father of Renaissance humanism. He was supported by wealthy patrons. He stimulated the study of Greek and Roman literature and culture, preserved Roman, Greek ideals, works were discovered and translated into vernacular language. Humanism emphasized the abilities and accomplishments of human beings. Humanists believed people were capable of great things and placed a great value on education. As a result, artists, architects, leaders, writers, scientists, and other talented individuals were greatly admired. Scholars encouraged a new way of thinking and learning. Impact of humanism. In medieval, the thought was designed in this way that church and king were the most important, whereas in humanism, individual is important. In medieval thought, man is sinful, and in humanism, man is good with dignity and value. There was an hierarchy of people's worth in medieval thought, whereas in humanism, dignity and worth of all people. People's pleasures must be avoided to please God. This was a medieval thought, whereas in humanism, people can enjoy life and still be good citizens. Medieval thought accepts the human condition. Humanism encouraged human achievement. Medieval thought accept church doctrine without question. Each individual finds the truth for himself in humanism. Major themes of Renaissance. Humanism, both secular and religious. Human potential, human progress, expansion of human knowledge. Secularism, greater emphasis on non-religious values and concerns. Individualism, focus on the unique qualities and abilities of the individual person. The Renaissance gave birth to the modern era in that it was in this era that human beings first began to think of themselves as individual. In the early Middle Ages, people had been happy to see themselves simply as parts of a greater whole. For example, as members of a great family, trade guild, nation, or church. This communal consciousness of the Middle Ages gradually gave way to the individual consciousness of the Renaissance. McGrath, Alistair in the Beginning, Anchor Books, 2001. Medieval versus Renaissance worldview. In medieval, there was philosophy and scholasticism. In Renaissance, there was humanism. Economy was based on manors and barter system, whereas in Renaissance, it was merchant and commercial. Politics was of feudalism. In Renaissance, it was city states like Italy, nation states like Europe. The arts, stylized or religious themes were there, and in Renaissance, there was harmony, balance, proportion, classicism of Greece and Rome. Religion was church dominated. Individual interpretation and criticism comes in Renaissance. Society believed in chivalry and class structure, individual and secularism, idea of a divine plan, overriding concept of humanism, importance and hierarchy, importance of philology, dualism, spirit versus matter, importance, return and restoration of classical text, arts, literature and drama from Greek and Roman period, whereas in medieval there were allegory, providence and teleology. Visual metaphor of the Renaissance. Through this metaphor we can understand how Renaissance grew up and enlightened whole of the world. It was born in Europe. Its roots are connected with the classical learning. It started emerging in medieval period. It was fed and watered with travel and commerce and the growth of city states, and it got some light or power from humanism as well. It was enlightened through, and the fruit it bore was art and literature and learning. Renaissance art. The Renaissance produced new ideas that were reflected in arts, philosophy, and literature. Patrons wealthy from newly expanded trade sponsored works which glorified city states in northern Italy. Education became increasingly secular. Medieval art and literature focused on the church and salvation. Renaissance art and literature focused on individual and worldly matters along with Christianity. Renaissance artists Renaissance artists embraced some of the ideals of Greece and Rome in their art. They wanted their subjects to be realistic and focused on humanity and emotion. New techniques also emerged. Fresco, it was a painting done on wet plaster, became popular because it gave depth to the paintings. Sculpture emphasized the realism and human form. Architecture reached new heights of design. Three geniuses of Renaissance art. They are Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael. They were multi-talented persons of the time, made sketches of nature and models. Da Vinci dissected corpses to learn how the human body worked. Masterpieces of Da Vinci include Mona Lisa and The Last Supper. He studied botany, anatomy, optics, music, architecture, and engineering, made sketches for flying machines and undersea boats. Michelangelo was a talented sculptor, engineer, painter, architect, and poet. Sculpted the Pieta and the statue of David. He painted huge mural to decorate the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in Rome. Designed the dome for St. Peter's Cathedral in Rome. Raphael studied the works of Michelangelo and Leonardo. Paintings blended Christian and classical styles. Best known for paintings of the Madonna, the biblical mother of Jesus. These are some of their sculptures and paintings. This is a statue of Moses and of David. This is the portrait of Mona Lisa. Giovanni Palestrina. This is Giovanni Palestrina, the Prince of Music. The numerous compositions of this gifted musician are still used in Catholic services today. Oratorio, one type of written music, a religious drama set to music. The Renaissance also gave birth to two forms of secular music. The madrigal, a composition of two or more voices accompanied by several instruments. The air, a composition for solo voice accompanied by a flute. Renaissance architecture in Italy. Architectural design returns to the classical styles of Rome and Greece. Public buildings, homes, and villas are designed using Greek and Roman architectural styles. Renaissance buildings feature column, domes, and vaulted ceilings. Brunelleschi designed the first domed building. Perspective becomes important in architecture. This is one of the examples of Italian Renaissance buildings. Literature of the time. The most important part that played in the flourishment of literature was of the coming of the printing press. Printing press literature flourished during the Renaissance. This can be greatly attributed to Johannes Gutenberg. In 1455, Gutenberg printed the first book produced by using movable type. Developed in Germany, Gutenberg's invention revolutionized bookmaking in Europe. In 1456, the first Gutenberg Bible was printed. Printing press allowed for the spread of knowledge and ideas throughout Europe. It made much easier to publish books and increased literacy too. Printing press, 3600 pages per workday. Hand printing was the difference. Dante Alighieri, father of Italian language, wrote the epic Divine Comedy or Divina Commedia 1320. Divine Comedy is considered one of the greatest works of Italian and world literature. Dante was first to write in vernacular, the language used in everyday life. Until his time, all European literature was written in Latin. This is an illustration from his Divine Comedy. Francesco Petrarch. This is Francesco Petrarch. He was a sonneteer, humanist, poet, and a scholar. He is known as the father of humanism. He is educated for law but devoted his life to literature. He loved classical studies. He was able to build a valuable collection of 200 classical works. He wrote many beautiful Italian sonnets in honor of an idealized lady named Laura, with whom he had never been had any conversation. She would be his inspiration when it comes to writing poetry. Created the ideas like love at first sight and needing to know nothing about the object of your affection to fall in love. Petrarch recovered manuscripts and works of Greek and Roman writers, traveled throughout Europe recovering manuscripts of Cicero and other Roman authors that had been lost in monastery libraries. He is known as the first tourist. Petrarch, like other writers of the time, wrote in Latin, the vernacular language of the time. Niccolo Machiavelli. This is Niccolo Machiavelli. Machiavelli was from Florence, well educated in the classics. Career was in public service and he eventually served as the ambassador to France. Favored republican rule over despotism. Machiavelli was tortured and imprisoned for a time when Medici rule was reinstated after a conflict with the Spanish mercenary army. He retired to country and wrote The Prince, his most famous work. Machiavellian philosophy: men are evil. It is better to be stingy than liberal. It is better to be feared than loved. Keep your words only when it is to your advantage. Known for saying, the end justifies the means. Sir Thomas More. This is Sir Thomas More, Lord Chancellor of England during the reign of Henry VIII, highest political office in England of the time. Lawyer, scholar, and an English humanist. He wrote Utopia, explored the idea of a perfect society. Utopia was translated in English by Ralph Robinson in 1551. Believed men and women live in harmony. No private property, no one is lazy, all people are educated, and the justice system is used to end crime instead of executing criminals. Eventually, he himself was executed by Henry VIII for refusing to agree to the King and Parliament's Act of Supremacy. Finally, we will discuss the impact of Renaissance. The Renaissance enriched world civilization, particularly in the realm of fine arts, philosophy, literature, and education. The Renaissance sparked the intellectual revolution. The Renaissance contributed to the geographical discoveries and maritime exploration of the 15th and 16th centuries. The Renaissance fostered the growth of nation states: England, France, Spain, and Portugal. Finally, the Renaissance paved the way for the religious revolution or reformation. Thank you very much.